When you're dealing with an emerging infectious diseases outbreak, you are always behind where you think you are if you think that today reflects where you really are. We hope that the people of the United States will take them very seriously, because they will fail if people don't adhere to them.
Is the U.S. economy heading into a recession?
Well, it may be. We're not thinking in terms of recession, we're thinking in terms of the virus.
December.
Strange pneumonia cases reported.
Roger that.
January.
We discovered a new virus.
So what?
It's dangerous.
It's only a flu.
Wear a mask.
Don't wear a mask.
Stay at home.
It's violating human rights.
Building temporary hospitals.
It's a concentration camp.
Built in 10 days.
Show off.
Time to lock down.
How barbaric.
February.
It's overwhelming our medical system.
Look how backward China is.
The virus is killing doctors.
Typical third world.
It's airborne.
It'll magically go away in April.
Everyone stay at home.
Violation of human rights.
March.
Our numbers are now dropping.
Impossible. Look at Italy.
We wore masks.
You lied to us.
We made our data public.
You kept everything secret.
Your people are now dying.
You didn't warn us.
We said it was dangerous.
You lied.
April.
We said it was airborne.
You gave false data. Why didn't you warn us?
We said it was dangerous.
The virus is not dangerous, but millions of Chinese are dead. Even though the virus is not dangerous, we are correct. Even though we contradict ourselves.
Gosh, just listen to yourself.
That's right. You lied. We did nothing for 3 months. And because the WHO agrees with China, we're cutting funding for the WHO.
Are you listening to yourselves?
We are always correct, even though we contradict ourselves.
That's what I love best about you Americans. Your consistency.
The other day, you said that you were not responsible for the testing shortfall. Very simple question. Does the buck stop with you? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your response to this crisis?
I'd rate it a 10. I think we've done a great job. I would rate ourselves and the professionals. I think the professionals have done a fantastic job.
Trump told reporters today he gets along just fine with the government's leading expert on infectious diseases.
Well, I have a very good relationship with Dr. Fauci. I've had for a long time, right from the beginning. I find him to be a very nice person. I don't always agree with him.
But the president recently made it clear he's not happy with Dr. Fauci's warnings that the pandemic is far from over.
I don't think you can say we're doing great. I mean, we're just not.
Dr. Fauci's a nice man, but he's made a lot of mistakes.
After the president said that, the White House gave reporters a list of quotes from Dr. Fauci from the past several months that the White House said turned out to be wrong. It was an extraordinary move, going negative on one of the president's own advisors as if he were a political opponent. The press secretary denied this was opposition research.
There's no opposition research being dumped to reporters. We were asked a very specific question by the Washington Post, and that question was, President Trump noted that Dr. Fauci had made some mistakes, and we provided a direct answer to what was a direct question.
Dr. Fauci says he hasn't briefed the president in more than 2 months. Multiple White House officials tell ABC News that he has a nickname in the West Wing, Dr. Gloom and Doom. Today, in a live stream with the Stanford Medical School, Dr. Fauci ignored it all, focusing on the raging public health crisis.
We haven't even begun to see the end of it yet.
In another indication the crisis is far from over the weekend, the president, for the first time in public, went along with CDC guidelines on masks, covering his face during a visit to the Walter Reed Medical Center. Joe Biden stepped up to defend Dr. Fauci today, tweeting, quote, Donald Trump needs to spend less time playing golf and more time listening to experts like Dr. Fauci. Biden, by the way, has said that if he is elected, he will reach out to Dr. Fauci and ask him to continue his service in the government. David?
All right, John Carl with us tonight. Thank you, John.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your response to this crisis?
I'd rate it a 10.
Dr. Fauci said earlier this week that the lag in testing was, in fact, a failing. Do you take responsibility for that? And when can you guarantee that every single American who needs a test will be able to have a test? What's the date of that?
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all.
The first pillar of my Be Best initiative is children well-being.
So what we want to do is we want to get our schools open. We want to get them open quickly, beautifully in the fall. And as you know, this is a disease. It's a horrible disease, but young people do extraordinarily well. And we hope that most schools are going to be open. We don't want people to make political statements or do it for political reasons. They think it's going to be good for them politically, so they keep the schools closed. No way. So we're very much going to put pressure on governors and everybody else to open the schools, to get them open. And it's very important. It's very important for our country. It's very important for the well-being of the student and the parents. So we're going to be putting a lot of pressure on open your schools in the fall.